All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? The first Varus Thoughts video of 2015. So let's get it started. Scarlett Johansson, the lady who played in Lucy and Avengers movies, she will be leading in a Ghost in the Shell live-action movie. It started out as a manga in the 1980s, then gave rise to a couple anime film adaptations, as well as video games and TV series titled Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex in 2002. The multi-plat sci-fi property in its various iterations tends to follow the exploits of counter cyber terrorists in mid-21st century Japan, which much of the general public have now cybernetic brain implants. The rest of the articles y'all can read is off of ScreenRant.com. I'm watching, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. I'm halfway done of the series. It's an English dub. I know people don't like English dub. They detest it with a passion, but get over it. It's pretty good so far. I like it. Same way with Psycho Pass, which I'm at episode 10, the first season of it. How do I feel about Ghost in the Shell being a live action movie? I have mixed feelings. It could be good, it could be bad. I mean, with Scarlett Johansson, who knows? It might turn out to be a good movie. Who knows? We'll see what happens when it comes out. Now, speaking of movies, X-Men movie spinoff Gambit, starring Channing Tatum, and that's how you pronounce his last name, is set for release October 7th next year. Let me get this out the way. I hope it turns out decent. I'm not a fan of X-Men movies. X-Men 1 was bad. X2, X-Men United, is average. Everybody loves that movie to no end. It's considered the best X-Men movie of all time. So, X3, the X-Men The Last Stand, everybody hated that movie. Every single fan of X-Men and non-X-Men fans detest that movie with a passion. First Class, thumbs up for me, but it wasn't enough to save the X-Men movie franchise. Days of the Future Past, I heard everybody loved that movie. It's considered to be the second best, and it saved X-Men movie franchise, which I haven't seen it yet, so I can't judge it. Now, as for X-Men spin-off movies like X-Men Origins Wolverine, and I know that another Wolverine movie as well. I haven't seen the Wolverine yet, so I can't judge it. As for X-Men Origins Wolverine seen in theaters, it's below average to mediocre. Take it for what it is. So, hopefully, Channing Tatum played as Remy Lambeau, aka Gambit. I hope he pulls it off. So, I have my doubts, but let's just hope that movie turns out decent. Video game adaptation Assassin's Creed will be coming out December 21st next year. I'm not kidding. The links will be in the description. It might turn out to be a decent movie too, but we all know when it comes to video game adaptation, movie-wise, it turn out to be pretty bad. So, as for sports, the NBA trade between the Cavaliers, Thunder, and Knicks. The Knicks, their season's gone down the toilet. They're 5-32. They shipped Amon Shumpert and J.R. Smith to Cleveland. As for Cleveland shipping Deion Waiters to Oklahoma City Thunder, might be a good pickup. Now, as for Cleveland Cavaliers getting Shumpert and Smith, I don't know what you're going to get from Shumpert since he sounds like injury prone now with the torn ACL, now the dislocated shoulder. J.R. Smith, well, he's a wild card. You don't know what the heck you're going to get from him. Are you going to get the sixth man of the year, or are you going to get those antics or the craziness from him? As for the NFL, people talking about, Rex Ryan is going to get either the San Francisco 49ers job or the Atlanta Falcons job. For me, I want him to take the San Francisco 49ers job so bad because as a Carolina Panthers fan, if I see him as Atlanta Falcons head coach, I know what's going to happen. Atlanta Falcons is going to end up winning that division almost every year under Rex Ryan. That's just how I see it. So, as for that pass interference, like I said in my last video, it's bogus, but they showed a replay on NFL Live last night, which they re-aired it. Tim Hasselbeck was talking about it. Nobody saw the defensive holding. That's where the referees missed it before the infamous pass interference call. And Dez Bryant should have been flagged too. I mean, think about it. If Jimmy Graham, the New Orleans Saints, can get flagged for offensive pass interference during that late game last season between the 49ers and the Saints game, that Hail Mary pass from Drew Brees, why not call a penalty on Dez Bryant to arguing with the call to the referee with no helmet on, and he's not even playing, he's not even on the field. So it is what it is. NFL wants the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. We all know that. But at the end of the day, Detroit Lions screw this up far worse than the Dallas Cowboys. Detroit Lions had plenty of chances to win that game, and they completely screwed it all up. So the blame is definitely on the Detroit Lions far more than anybody else. Speaking of Detroit Lions, I don't know who's more disappointing, which team you can't trust more, them or the Cincinnati Bengals. Let me know, football fans. Let me know. Now, before I get on out of here, let me read you something. And this is the main reason why I want to get to this topic of the video. Oklahoma residents are concerned that the proposed bill would make a crime to wear a hooded sweatshirt or a hoodie in public on many occasions, according to local news station KFOR. Wearing of hoods or similar head coverings during the commission of a crime has been against the state law since the 1920s. Original intent to curb violence perpetrated by the Ku Klux Klan, Triple K. But the new proposal would also ban the individual from intentionally concealing his or her identity in a public place by means of the robe, mask, or other disguises, even if he or she were not involved in a crime. Violation of proposed law would constitute a misdemeanor, punishable by a fine up to $500. It's off of Huffington Post website. I'll put the link in the description. Let me get this out the way. Number one, there's got to be other solutions besides punishing Oklahoma residents or Oklahomians just because they're wearing a hooded sweatshirt or a hoodie. That's number one. Number two, not all of them are criminals. Number three, that's a violation of an individual's right to choose what they want to wear. During the fall and winter months, if it's cold outside, you have to wear a hoodie sweatshirt. I'm sorry. That's just the way the world works. But if it's summer and springtime and you're wearing a hoodie, something's really wrong with you. Just saying. And that's number three. And number four, this is America, huh? This is what's coming down to now. First, in Iowa, they banned sledding because of liability, all this other nonsense bullcrap. And now, wearing a hoodie can get you'll be fined up to $500 and would constitute a misdemeanor or punishable. Come on, congressmen. Come on, congresspeople. Y'all got better things to do than punishing people for wearing hoodies. Come on. This is so stupid at so many levels. I don't even know where to start. And with that, what's your thoughts on my topics. Various Thoughts, Volume 92. Salute.